And we're underway here in the third term. It's the Panthers that lead by 20 points. And in the middle straight away, the Panthers try to get their hands on the footy. We'll have an immediate secondary stoppage. So this first goal, again, very cliche, but I feel like it'd be key to how this battle comes out as the ball handballs through a few. Robinson slipped over. There's Evans again. Gets it by hand. A chance here now for Harry Downs. He gets it over to a teammate in Culligan. Snaps it towards half forward. Be okay for Donaldson. Russ didn't get much of a hand onto it when trying to spoil. Macleod now arriving to force the ball up. And that's exactly what we get. But we are inside the attacking half for Eltham, where it's been for most of the second quarter, and again to start this third. Valance, high ball inside 50. Byron hands onto it, unable to complete the mark. Still a chance here for the Panthers if they're able to get a clean look and a bit of space, but they're unable to do either. We'll have another ball up.
So a good opportunity here for Eltham to extend their lead early in the third quarter. As the tap comes down, White lays a tackle for the Roos, but ball comes out to the side. White's there again, and a quick clearing kick out for the Roos. To centre half back, it's a one-on-one contest. It just comes to ground, and the Macleod defender is just looking to do anything they can. It's a long taunt coming out of defence, but marked by Josh Merkel, and he's going to rebound for the Panthers, but his kick chopped off immediately.
Sitzes.
So it will be Sitzes who has it, and he's going to send Macleod towards forward 50 in the Martin direction, but it is going to be taken by Valance. So he has it on a half-back flank here for the home side. Just going to go with a long, straight kick to a target in Robinson. And he's just going to assess his options up the ground. And he's just going to go with a long kick down the lines. A big pack of players forming under this one. Byron nudges his opponent under the ball, can't take the mark. And there's a kick towards goal for the Panthers. Culligan's at the fall of the ball, almost took it while he was falling to ground, but does eventually find its way across goal and out of bounds for a throw-in deep inside forward 50 for Eltham early in this third quarter.
Would have been a remarkable goal from Donaldson if he was able to find the big sticks from there. Meantime, boundary throwing in coming. Shane Doherty and Minahan battling out for the footy. Doherty able to get it, but is not clean. Still a chance here, and then Eltham have a snap-on goal through Avramov. It's across the face, still in the field of play. Byron tried to kick it off the ground, couldn't do so. Eventually, it's been conceded for a behind. And the first score of the third goes to Eltham, 6-6-42. Macleod a 3-3-21. The Roos still just one behind to their name since quarter time. And the Roos, they wanted to go corridor, not a great kick, so now they're under all sorts of pressure, but they're calm enough to get things out for the time being. Was looking for Barton on centre wing. Darms intercepting. Got it over to Evans now. He's got options towards the outer side. Almost picking it up. There was Oscar Berry, but I think he might win a free kick anyway. It was a kicking in danger. That works for Berry. Gets it over to Robinson. He's 65 out from goal. It's going to get towards the pocket here. Byron the target again. A couple to beat in the air. The Panthers can still keep this one in play. They chip it again. Looking for Robinson. Reads the bounce and then immediately set upon by Hogg. The ball hits the deck, and the umpire calls for a ball up. So they're looking for Robinson, but Macleod, to their credit, doing well to get onto him every time, Josh.
Yeah, they're shutting him out, just not giving him any outlet, which is, something if he does.
Oh, here's Robinson there. On cue, Robinson won't get to the line. Byron able to keep it in. Still a chance on goal, McCormick. Caught us all off guard, but McCormick at the end of the day, front and centre, that's where he likes it best. And an important first goal of the third term goes to McCormick and the Panthers. That's 5 straight now for the hosts. And the lead, Josh, extends out to 27.
And that was a pretty decent effort there from Matthew Byron to bring it to ground. And Jason McCormick, well, you are right, Nick. It is his bread and butter. Front and centre, just getting the snap on goal. But that play from Robinson before, it definitely did come out of nowhere. It created that opportunity. But full credit goes to the two forwards in Byron and McCormick.
Yeah, that's it.
A great passage of play from that Eltham side, and McCormick able to kick his second goal of the afternoon, becomes the second multiple goal scorer of the day alongside Alex Bellchambers for the Panthers. As the ball comes back into the middle, and it's Evans who gets the tap down, does find a teammate, and now a handball out to the wing. It does find its way to Berry, who goes over the top with a handball in the Bell Chambers direction. He tries to get a kick, but it's cut off immediately by Hudson. He'll send Macleod inside at forward 50. And a strong mark on the lead is taken by Papadas. And this will be a much-needed goal for the Roos. And one that's kind of come out of nowhere. And it will be 5 minutes played in this third quarter, and it would cut the margin to 21 points. Papadas on a slight angle. Man on the mark, standing about 25 to 30 metres out from goal. And he's going to send this one on its way now. Just comes off the side of the boot slightly and fades out to the right-hand side. So a minor score for the Roos takes them to 3-4-22, trailing Eltham at 7-6-48, early third term.
I was about to say they're missing their opportunities. That one would have been a great confidence boost of a Macleod in the early stages.
Merkel with the left. Sends it out of defensive 50. Barden almost took that one. Again, front and centre is Oscar Berry. Did well to get the handball away to Bell Chambers. And then Bell Chambers towards the corner of the centre square. That's going to be cut off. So the Roos will just take their time. They've got to find some good passages here to get back into this contest. All the way to centre half forward they go. It's a good mark taken in the end. And Macleod again will just slow things up for the time being. They go towards the pocket looking for Doherty, and it gets to him out the back. Valance was adamant that was touched. But the umpire gives the benefit of the doubt to Anthony Doherty. And now, after a promising couple of minutes, you said it before, Josh, they need to make the most of their chances. And Doherty's a noted goal kicker. He's looking for his 200th senior goal. He's already got one today. And Doherty, the 35-year-old, to get the Roos back in the contest straight away. He loved that one. 200 senior goals for Anthony Doherty. And now Macleod with an opportunity to get themselves within touching distance. The margin's reduced to 20.7 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, it looks like Anthony Doherty is going to be that main target up in that forward line. They've switched that. Magna Chiminello goes out and Doherty gets pushed down as the deepest target. And when you've got legs like that, it was pretty decent separation from him and safe hands as well. And he's certainly going to be key for Macleod if they are to come back into this contest.
So straight back in the middle, and it is going to be Evans getting the tap down to Bell Chambers. He bursts out of the stoppage and goes with a kick inside forward 50 in the Donaldson direction. He brings it down in front of him, but his handball intercepted, and now the Macleod defenders doing well. A tackle is laid, and it will be incorrect disposal. So Eltham with another chance to go inside forward 50, and it was Bell Chambers looking to move it on immediately, but told by the umpire to go back on his line. And he's right up against the boundary line on 50 metres. It's just a short kick to Donaldson. 15, 20 metres ahead on a similar angle. And he'll go back and look for the quick response for the Panthers. 275 goals in 226 senior games for Jesse Donaldson. Been a star of the Northern Football Netball League for a very long time. Sends this one on its way. Umpire has to work and fades out to the right-hand side of goal. So another minor score for Eltham. They move to 7-7-49, leading Macleod 4-4-28.
So
8 3/4 minutes gone in this third quarter. As Macleod look to bring the ball back in through White immediately. He's just going to go with a long and high ball to the outer wing. Can't find a marking target. There's a big pack of players forming around this one. A kick off the ground, and it is in danger. And that will be a Macleod free kick, defensive side of centre wing. They're going to move it immediately and just go with a long ball down the line. Standing under it is Bell Chambers. Does well to get hand to it, but Hogg is there roving. He goes in harder and lower and gets a high tackle. So he's going to get an opportunity to send the Roos inside forward 50 here. Just assesses a couple of options. He's got Martin in there. He's got Doherty trying to provide a lead. Tries to play on and is tackled. Does get the handball out eventually, but it's gone backwards to White, who just sends a long bomb inside forward 50. And Merkel has spoiled his own teammate. Harry Downs was standing up there ready to take an uncontested mark, and Merkel's come over the top and spoiled him.
Well, We're saying he settled back into the level, but he's had a couple of lapses as Josh Merkel.
There's Marchbank doing some ruck work for the first time this afternoon. Spills away, though. Chance here for Macleod if they can get boot to ball. Is it touched through? That hasn't been touched, I reckon. That's gone through.
Ooh.
No, it has. It is a goal.
No.
It's absolutely a goal. And it's Papadas who's been able to get boot to ball. That's somehow evaded many hands. And in his first game, his first senior game since 2022, they've made it 2 straight for Macleod, and the margin now is 15 points, Josh.
Well, it's certainly tightening up out here at Eltham Central Park. This is a good couple of minutes here from Macleod, locking in inside their attacking 50 and creating opportunities out of nowhere like that one from Papadas.
Yeah, it was Declan Ayres who claimed he got a touch onto that, but the umpire said didn't see it. So we're back in the middle as Evans jumps over the top of Chiminello to get the tap down. Robinson bursts out it and goes on the left boot inside forward 50. Byron's at the fall of the ball, and I think he's going to get a free kick for a hold.
Yep.
Donaldson might have taken the mark anyway, but it is going to come back to Matthew Byron, and he'll have a shot on goal for an immediate response. He's directly in front, and will look to send through his second goal of the afternoon to get the lead back out beyond 20 points for the home side in Eltham. So it'll be a quick response after that goal from Papadas for the Roos. And Byron begins his run up now, a slow, deliberate approach. As we said, no angle to speak of whatsoever. So just sends this one on its way. It looks good. It's going left, but it's gone through. So a relieving goal for Eltham after a couple for Macleod. 8-7-55 the Panthers, leading the Roos 5-4-34, almost 12 minutes played in this third quarter.
An immediate response, Josh, but Macleod can't afford to drop their heads. They're still in a great opportunity to get this margin under a couple of goals because they've started to really improve with their efforts around the ground.
They certainly are. This is a great opportunity for them to get back into the contest, but just the reliever that Eltham needed, and for Matthew Byron as well, who I've been impressed, crashing the packs and getting the ball to ground. It's a bit of a reward for effort for him, I feel.
So we're 12 and a quarter minutes into the third term. It's the Panthers that lead by 21 points. There's Robinson again in the middle. Got the handball away. It'll be cleared by Bronson Glasgow. He goes towards half forward. The kick is a good one. Panthers sensing an opportunity here. Darms to the pocket. It won't get to his opponent. The Roos will win a free kick anyway. I reckon that could have been paid a mark first, but regardless, the Roos have it in the back pocket. Having to wear that one was Shane Doherty. Handball over to Sitsis. He goes down the line. Opportunity for Anthony Doherty there. Darcy Barden front and centre, was able to grab it, then dispose of it, and was held without the footy, I reckon, yes. So Darcy Barden between half-back and centre wing broadcast side. Wants to move it quickly. Does it get to Hogg? Robinson almost claimed the mark. Unsuccessful. The Roos get a bouncing ball inside 50. It's a 2-on-2. Panthers in front spot on both occasions, but the Roos pressure's pretty good, and they're going to force the ball up. 35 metres out from goal. They're sensing an opportunity here now. Are the visitors. It is a 21-point advantage. Ball gets tossed up. Hudson's tap. Not there for Manuel. Mackenzie Hogg in traffic. And he misses to the right-hand side. So the margin's now 20 points. It's 5-5-35 to 8-7-55. We're 13 and a half minutes into the third quarter. It's going to be cleared away by the Panthers in defensive 50. So now they're the ones that are going to be weary of this late challenge here from Macleod. They clear it away successfully through Merkel. And Mackenzie Hogg was able to juggle that brilliantly. And he takes the mark. 60 out from goal. Where does he go with this kick? He's got Hudson top of the goal square. That's going to be the target he goes to, but it falls short. And the Panthers through Marchbanks able to take the relieving mark for the hosts.
I reckon Mackenzie Hogg had about 6 bites of that ball before he actually took the mark, but the disposal not as good, and Marchbank plays on and is smothered. Eventually does fall back down to Harry Downs, who just sends a long high kick out of defence. And Moorbeal in that pack back on ground after that yellow card. And it is going to be Sitsis getting an underground kick, which is intercepted by McCormick. He goes forward, and the mark is taken by a Macleod opponent there in Rust. So he has it centre wing for the Roos. Broadcast side here at Eltham Central Park. He's going to go the short kick to Barden. He'll take the mark in the league. Had a player running around, could have gone the handball, didn't choose to go that option. So we'll just assess inside forward 50. Goes to a big pack. Merkel's there, just goes to double fist. Falls in the hands of Robinson, who gets a handball down to Darms, who goes over the top and finds a running Malloy. Almost runs out of bounds, but gets the kick, which goes forward in the Donaldson direction. He brings it to ground, and eventually it's paddled over the boundary line. So we're almost inside forward 50 for Eltham, who hold a 20-point lead, 15 minutes played in this third quarter. And another opportunity for them to extend that margin.
Boundary throw-in. Just going to see Chiminello do some ruck work here against David Evans, who has been impressive. Both getting a look at it. Evans able to get hands onto it. Was looking for Bell Chambers. Umpires found a holding free kick that goes to the Roos. They're at half back. So Macleod with possession of the football. They want to find the middle of the ground. Hudson up against Ayres in the centre. Just landed for Ayres, but he didn't take the mark. Got through Hudson pretty well. Still with possession is Ayres, and then he goes towards half forward. That ball's going to be cut off. No, mark dropped by the Roos defender, so still a chance for Eltham to pounce. The handball away is for Glasgow, and Glasgow makes them pay. Almost misses to the left. And the margin now, 21 points. That could have been a real bitter blow for the Roos if that one had have gone through, but it's Macleod that get a reprieve here, Josh.
It certainly is. Eltham starting to get on top. That clean ball movement again, which is impressing in these conditions. Just they're not taking advantage of their opportunities. Certainly going to be interesting to see if Macleod respond.
So they rebound out of defence here. Barton's in that pack, can't take the mark. Culligan's there as well, but it is going to be Macleod who come out and a kick in the direction of Papadas. Can't take the mark on that occasion, but does the work at ground level. But it's going to be Eltham who run out of this stoppage, and the kick is intercepted by Barton on centre wing. He's going to go inbound with a long high kick, which does find Sitsis. Goes the other way and inside forward 50 for the Roos, and standing on his own at the back of that pack is Papadas. And he's going to have another shot on goal for his second of the afternoon. Had two Eltham defenders standing about 5 metres in front of him, but he just got out the back and took an uncontested mark. Almost
like Anthony Doherty just before with the uncontested mark. They're getting out the back, Macleod, and there's sometimes where it's not getting the distance, but in that case it was.
So he's going to come in on a slight angle, and we'll send this one on its way now. Umpire working out to the right-hand side, and that one will fade out. So another minor score for Macleod. They move to 5-6-36, trailing Eltham by an even 20 points, 8-8-56 the Panthers.
17 and 3/4 minutes gone in this third quarter. Merkel clears it out. Flying high is Barton. He landed hard. Still with possession on Macleod. They just get a kick inside through Anderson. Might land here. So a chance for Brand. If he can get clean boot to it. He's got numbers. Brand still with the foot. He just got a handball away. Chiminello getting a tap. Goes towards the boundary line. Marchbank happy to see that one over. Umpire will call for a boundary throw-in.
He wanted the boundary line there. Disguised it a bit better than Alex Neil-Bullen last night.
Certainly did well. Umpire not in the position to probably pay that, but to their credit, we got a boundary throw-in 30 metres out. Chiminello didn't get to him out the back. His Darms under a bit of pressure, got the handball away. His teammate dropped the footy, but was held without it. So able to get away with that. He's Stafford. So he's got the footy, the 20-year-old in his 10th senior game. He's in defensive 50. Gets it away from that area. Good punch coming from McGregor in his Evans, and then Chiminello holds it up. We're only 52 metres out from the Macleod goal, and they will be desperate to get the next one here as the ball gets tossed up again. Hudson. Bell Chambers couldn't control it. Brandt socketed it forward. Darms can't control it. In there is Medley as well. He lays the tackle. As it spills out now. Now's Chiminello laying the tackle instead. Again, we're going to have another stoppage. We're about 30 to 35 metres out, directly in front of the Roos goal. Umpire quick to toss it back up. Marchbank doing the ruck work. In comes Kobe Brandt. Lost the footy. Umpire said he was held without the footy. And Kobe Brandt, another one of these very important Macleod players, will have a chance here to go back and reduce the margin to 14 points. You know, his 12th, looking for his 12th senior goal.
He was bursting through that stoppage, and the Eltham defender just really had no choice other than to try and stop him if he gained possession. So Brandt is going to send this one through, and As we are just about to tick into time on, Macleod have cut the margin to 14 points. The Roos 6-6-42, trailing Eltham 8-8-56. There's 20 minutes gone in this third quarter.
Well, they're certainly resurgent in this third quarter, Macleod. They've listed their intensity, their work rate, and their delivery inside 50 has also been pretty decent, and their pressure inside 50 has also been pretty solid. So they're certainly not out of this game, Macleod, when maybe that, I think it was 20 points at halftime. Maybe that might come back to bite Eltham. I know it's only one goal the difference in this third quarter, but it might not be working for them.
Panthers looking for an immediate response again. Barton in the middle asking other questions. He gets to the front of this again as the ball hits the deck, tries to paddle it forward, missed the footy. Glasgow, is there another holding free kick? It's going to Macleod. They're starting to win the 50-50 balls, and it's working in the visitors' favour. They're in the centre square. This is a long ball inside. Papadas out the back. White gone in front. Umpire leaves the whistle alone. They clear it away now, do the Panthers. Bouncing ball for Donaldson. He's good in these situations. A more Bill all over him. Managed to get the handball away, then dragged it back in. Ball hobbling around. Still a chance here for William Dunn. Can he get this ball out? No. Umpire calls for a ball up.
Some of Tyler Moore-Beale's plays, despite that yellow card, it's been really impressive, shutting out the likes of Jesse Donaldson, particularly in this third quarter.
No ruckman getting a good look. Hudson tried to kick it off the ground, had a fresh area. Evans got the handball away to Robinson. Bouncing ball towards half forward. Byron, really great pick up for the big man. Got it over to Donaldson, just outside 50. There's a vacant goal square. Glasgow's running to it. It might not matter. Donaldson with another relieving goal for the Panthers. And it's back out to 20 points. He's got his first of the afternoon. Eltham a 9-8-62. Macleod a 6-6-42. Almost 22 minutes gone in this third quarter.
Just finally get my mic turned on. There's a player down on the outer side with trainers attending to him. It looks like an Eltham player. So
I think it might have been Matthew Byron afterwards.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see who that is as we just wait for the stoppage in play. But every time Macleod have thrown a shot in this third quarter, Eltham have had a response, and they've been able to cut the margin slightly, have Macleod, but still out at 20 points. After that Jesse Donaldson goal, it just feels like every time Macleod have thrown something, Eltham have had a response and just too good at home at the moment.
Yeah, I reckon it's every 5 minutes that Macleod are getting a shot or kicking a goal, whereas Eltham, after a goal, it's often a minute or two afterwards in this quarter where they're just getting that relieving goal, and it's through the experience of players like Jesse Donaldson, Jason McCormick, or young players such as Jason McCormick, just these players who certainly fit into the Division 1 level.
It is Byron, it looks like.
He's up on his feet now and walking out. He'll walk off the ground unaided, so it's good to see. Hopefully it isn't anything too serious.
Well, regardless, at least for the short term, that's no real key forward 50 target now for Eltham, so maybe Donaldson needs to get onto the board. I mean, he's one of two other multiple goal kickers, Jason McCormick, of course, and Alex Bell-Chambers. They've got no shortage of goal kickers they can definitely use.
Yeah, it looks like Minahan's now the deepest forward standing in that goal square, so Byron's up to a jog now, which is a good sign, so he's going to come off the ground and be replaced by that man in Jesse Donaldson. So now umpire happy to resume play as Hudson is able to take that one out of the ruck and get a quick handball out. It is going to be Macleod with a clearance, but held up immediately was Corelli. So we'll have another stoppage inside the centre square. Almost 24 minutes gone in this third quarter. Robinson just tried to hack one out of mid-air there, couldn't get boot to ball, and we're going to get a third stoppage inside the centre square.
Heavy rain now starting to fall, which makes a 20-point margin seem very, very valuable at this stage of the game. Evans getting the tap. The Roos trying to be clean by hand. They get it over to Sitsis, who goes towards half forward. Marchbank in good spot. Doesn't get to him. His opponent in Martin trying to apply some pressure, and then Chocker is held up in the tackle. We're going to have a boundary throw in. So Marchbank to do the ruck work here and allowing Evans to sit back. We're inside Macleod's forward 50, broadcast side. About 35 out from goal. Marchbank's tap. He was looking on that occasion for Miller Wortley in his fourth senior game. But we're going to have another boundary throw in instead. 40 metres out from goal. So Another chance here for Macleod to try and reduce this margin and keep it that way. Martin doing the ruck work. Almost got to Kobe Brandt. Barden, he lost a footy. Marchbank on all fours, got it away. Mackenzie Hogg's kick smothered. Lots of scrappy football here at the moment. Marchbank eventually got it away. Papadas marks it. Not 15, says the umpire. Shrugs a tackle. Couldn't find a teammate. Now it's a chance here for Oscar Berry, who tried to evade a few tackles. And the Macleod fans are up and about. It is Papadas who is having some type of quarter, I must say. Probably deserves at least another goal for his efforts so far. Since the move forward has been very important now. The man on the mark is about 48, 49 from goal, so it's going to be a tough kick for him. Plenty of numbers around. Scooter White just got open for a moment. He's going to ignore him. Papadas is going to spear one inside instead. Was looking for Barden. It rebounds anyway, and a chance through Brandt to get it to the pocket. It's going to be marked on the boundary line. No! Umpire said Ayres did not control that ball as it went over the line. And we're going to have a boundary throw-in deep inside 50 for Macleod instead. So another opportunity looms for the visitors. Marchbank front spot. Out the back, a chance for Martin. Got the handball away to Brandt. He swings around on his right. Brandt with an important goal. No, it's out of bounds on the full. But the Roos are pressing.
They certainly are. And this is... They would want a goal here heading into three-quarter time, Macleod.
As Robinson goes across goal with the free kick. Where he does find Valance, the captain today. His kick, not a good one. And an intercept mark is taken by, it looks like Papadas.
Yep.
And he gets it off to White, who just sends a long one towards the goal line. It was fading out to the right anyway, but the Eltham defenders just help it over the line. And another minor score for Macleod makes it a 19-point ball game as we tick closer to three-quarter time.
Robinson. Deep defensive pocket after the kick out from Chocker. Robinson does take it out of defensive 50. Here's where Evans can fly. That's a great grab. Not quite to the height of Good Friday, but an important mark nonetheless. Evans at half back, only metres away from the boundary line. Broadcast side. He'll go down the line towards centre wing. Another fly in that occasion, and Minahan didn't get the leap he wanted. And as the ball hits the deck, umpire will be happy for that to be a ball up. So we're 27 and a quarter minutes gone. Eltham's lead at this stage of the game is 19 points. The Roos have been able to make it competitive. They just haven't been able to make much inroads in this margin. Malloy winning, reading the tap well as they go towards half forward. Does this ball stay in play? It does, but it's not going anywhere. We'll have another ball up. So we're not far away from three-quarter time, you would suspect. It has been a very intriguing term. It's the Panthers who still hold the advantage only slightly. Hudson, he wanted a free kick in that ruck battle, but did not get one, and we'll have a ball up. 28 minutes gone in this final term now. So umpire's going to throw this ball back into play just outside attacking 50 for the Panthers. Evans got a fist onto it. Reading this one now is Robertson. He's tight on the boundary. He's able to get a kick away, and it works out. A great diving mark in the pocket, and now an opportunity presenting itself.
Yeah, it's Donaldson who's taken that one deep in the forward pocket.
No, Josh Merkel.
Oh, it is. Oof. I saw the long sleeves in the forward line.
He's made his way forward, Josh Merkel, and, well, it's his first game back since the grand final. He has kicked 213 goals, so he's capable. It is a tight angle, and this could give Eltham some very important breathing room as we approach three-quarter time. As he comes in, and that's a great-looking kick. And he just shrugs his shoulders, saying, I'll do this all the time. Josh Merkel, big goal, and a big moment for Eltham in this game. 10-8-68. Macleod 6-7-43, 29 minutes gone.
So that was the move with Byron coming off injured. Just throw Josh Merkel up forward, can take a mark, and obviously can kick him well.
He certainly can, and that's a pretty decent kick on the non-preferred side for a left footer. Just, well, as you mentioned, Nick, he's kicked 213 goals in his senior career, and just showing why he's got that many goals. That's a brilliant finish. Maybe he should maybe remain the game up in that forward line.
I may be proven wrong. I reckon he kicked one in the grand final last year.
It might have. It proved a momentary change. He's run straight back to defensive 50 after kicking that goal as Macleod clearing out of this stoppage. And it is going to be kicked, and Merkel is there as the three-quarter time siren does sound here at Eltham Central Park. And it is the Panthers. A bit going on between Kobe Brown and Mitch Stafford. And players from both sides coming in to break this one up as Eltham lead 10-8, 68 to Macleod, 6-7, 43 at three-quarter time.